Welcome back, everyone. It's August 14th, 2020. I'm Jerry Hall, and here's the view from Costa Rica. A peek at CoinPavrika shows us that we have $373 billion in the crypto market. That's looking pretty friggin' good to me. That shows me approximately $125 billion increase over the last several weeks. If I follow the Tom Lee principle of $1 billion equals $25 billion market cap, that tells me approximately $5 billion has entered the space. This is a really good thing. Now, there are backdrops to this, right? And that's something that I wanted to spend a little bit of time today talking about. I believe macro matters. And when I'm talking about macro, I'm taking a very wide view here, right? Real quickly, this is an S&P 500 chart dating back from 1971 to current. Now, why I'm bringing this chart up is for two reasons. One, people can look at a chart and see the actual up and down and graphs and how long, but if you don't assign a correlation or causation to it, then what really, what good does it do you? You don't know if it's going to go down starting tomorrow or stay up or continue forward. So when I look at the causes of the increase of the S&P chart over the last 40 years, it is very clear to me when I look back in history and see that it was through the expansion of credit starting in the 80s with the Reagan administration in the US, the Thatcher administration in the UK, making housing easy. That's debt, right? When I'm talking about making credit available, whether it be a home loan, a car loan, a personal loan, credit card loans, every time debt is created, the money supply goes up. When the money supply goes up, inflationary forces enter the space. Asset prices increase. Are they increasing because of inflation or because the company was just so incredible and sold so many more products than it did last year? There's a combination of both of those things. Keep in mind, it's inflation and deflation, the purchasing power of your dollar, that really matters here. So as I look at this chart and I see the explosion of credit on the scene starting in the 80s, as well as innovative forces like the innovation that came through cellular technology, when I see the tech boom that was created from basically the internet, I can start to draw parallels that we could be in the same type of situation here in our crypto space. There are a couple of factors that I keep my eye on. I keep my eye on the strength of the US dollar. I keep my eye on US household debt to GDP, etc. Why do I think the economic forces in the world are shifting? Well, I have a macro view on that. By the way, I've gotten almost all of my macro view from Real Vision, the best friggin' financial information source on the planet. But this isn't about Real Vision. This is about taking a look at what are the big economic forces coming. You've got the baby boomers retiring in record numbers. You've got debt at all-time highs, whether it be household income, whether it be corporate, whether it be governmental. You throw in a little COVID-19 where you have an absolute disruption of goods, services. Let's not forget the value of the velocity of money. When one person makes $1 and then spends it on something, what they're spending it on is somebody else is making $1. And it's that whole circulation of money within the system that really helps grease the wheels. Well, we all know with the supply and demand shocks that have come from COVID, a lot of that has come to a screaming halt. This is the perfect setup for gold, silver, and cryptocurrencies. If you're continuing to dollar cost average in, and you have the means and the resources to do that, boy, you're going to be sitting pretty. You know, this is exciting, exciting times. But hey, today's Friday, and on Friday, Brady and I do our Market Conversations live stream, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And tonight we will be joined by the VP of Marketing from Uphold, Michelle O'Connor. Bring your questions. Come learn. If you don't know about Uphold and you're not hip to it, come learn about it. It's a wonderful platform. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't have a link that gives me $10 when you sign up. I don't have any of that stuff. I am truly just a very happy customer. And I think if you were open to understanding what Uphold is and how it's so different than all the other exchanges out there, you may find an advantage for yourself there. Let me draw your attention to the MrV XRP. Did a great interview with Juan Pablo Thiero, the Uphold CEO. Answered a lot of questions, really illustrated some of the really nice fine points about Uphold. Watch this video first if you haven't watched it, and then come to the live stream with any questions that are derived from this. Matter of fact, leave your questions about Uphold, or for that matter, anything, in the comments field. I will do the very best I can to accumulate them, organize them, and get them addressed on the live stream tonight. Folks, exciting, exciting times. Lastly, let me close with this. MicroStrategy Inc., after announcing their $250 million allocation into 2,145 Bitcoin, the very next day, the stock market saw this as a bullish signal and increased their market value per share by 9.96%. This was their pre-market opening the day after the announcement of their Bitcoin allocation. Well, their Bitcoin allocation was simple. It had economic impact. They believe the purchasing power of the US dollar is going to poo-poo, and they want to secure themselves in an asset that will retain its value and has a very high likelihood of increasing its value. I think you're going to see more publicly traded companies begin to allocate elements of their cash balance sheet towards assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, gold, and silver. Exciting times, exciting times. Folks, I look forward to seeing you tonight in the live stream. And until next time, from Costa Rica, Pura Vida.